as part of the much-loved boy band tape, he won 8 BRIT Awards, scored 12 #1 singles and sold over 45 million records around the world.
And now Mark Owen is back to conquer the charts with his brand new solo album, Land of Dreams. Here it is. Before we speak to him, we couldn't resist a trip down memory lane.
Ah, amazing. Mark joins us now.
Awesome.
It's lovely to see you.
So
Always
nice.
lovely to see you. The pandemic was a nightmare. Lockdown was absolutely hideous. No one could believe what was happening. But then it's now that we're seeing all of these incredible works that were all created during that time when people didn't have any other opportunity. And that's the same with you, really, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Pretty much just before the kind of lockdown and things closed, I wrote this song. I started to make a record. I was thinking about what I was kind of going to do because I knew I had a break from Take That.
Yeah.
Because we finished the 30-year anniversary. So we all said, right, we'll have some time off from each other. And I got this one song called Rio, which is on the album, which I got really excited about. And it sort of made me realise that I think I'm making a record here. And I spoke to this wonderful producer called Jennifer De Silvio, who's out in Los Angeles, and had the conversation. And we made these. We talked about the song and what we were going to do, and then everything closed. And I was like stuck with this song,
ready
to go in the studio and start recording. But it's been a wonderful process, and it gave me time to sort of make the record. And once you realise that, once I got off my own sort of treadmill that I felt I had to be on and be doing, I really took the time to make the record.
It's funny because you said you fell in love with music again, and I feel like you can always judge where somebody is in life, whether it be sort of within their own head and how they feel about things by looking at what they're writing. And, you know, you look at it, it's magic, superpower, you only want me, being human. Like, I feel like this is a reflection of you being in a really lovely place, actually.
Yeah, do you know, well, I don't know how that sort of comes out, but yeah, they're all big titles, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah.
So I had something to live up to, which was...
Did it give you the opportunity to almost, and I think you've said it gives you the opportunity to write, you know, that's all that for the moment. Now I start again.
Yeah, and focus. And it was that. It was a challenge. I think going to Los Angeles for me was the challenge of doing that and trying to find new inspiration, because I've been doing it a long time, like 30-odd years now. And so to try and be inspired with, like, what can I do that's new, that feels new and feels fresh?
The funny thing is, you were saying, just as you sat down, that you can't have an album like this unless you've got these sort of colours on them. This is California as an album.
That is the colour, yeah.
Those are the colours.
Yeah, if you wanted, like, something dark, wrong place.
Yeah. So why... You've been there for how long?
About 4 years now. We first went out. We talked about it for a long time, and again, because the break came in the band, we just thought it's a great opportunity. My boy loves skateboarding, so I found my way around California through visiting skate parks. Every weekend we'd drive off to another skate park, and my girls wanted a locker. You know, like in Pitch Perfect, in the movies. They were very excited about decorating a locker. So.
But you are coming back because you've got a very important job to do, because you're going on tour in October. You're getting back out there, which I know you're probably really excited to be back up on stage again.
I can't wait, to be honest. I think not just me, but I think many people sort of in that world of touring, whether it's, you know, drivers, the riggers, you know, it all closed down for such a long time. And I think this summer and carrying on, it's felt like things have started to get... The festivals have been back on. I went to Coachella, so I had a great time. I've become a fan of music more than anything the last few years, but it's really great to be back out on the road and performing and I think connecting again with an audience.
Yeah.
Well, one of the big titles on here is Magic, and I think we've got a little bit of a magic for you. What the hell are you driving?
I have no idea. It's actually called a Slingshot, and you can rent them. If ever you go back, rent it, get it from the airport. It's good, great fun. But it's all open, and it's like a bit like a go-kart, really, but it glowed, it did lots of things. And it was a brilliant evening. We basically wanted to just get out and have fun, and I played the song really loud, and I was driving around down the PCH, like, in my Slingshot, and the roof's down, my hair's blowing in the wind.
Pacific Coast Highway.
Yeah, Pacific Coast Highway, down by the water.
PCH.
And PCH, I know all the terminology now. But it was, it's funny because you're all open, you think you're going really fast. And then they have those speed things, you know, check your speed on the side of the car, and I was going like 25 kilometres an hour. But I felt like I was doing like 100 miles an hour, you know. But
something else that's lovely about the album is that, am I right in saying your daughters feature on the album as well? So, I mean,
Which is amazing.
Isn't that lovely?
Yeah, really, really special. And every time I hear it and I hear their voices, it really fills me. They're brilliant as well.
Yeah.
You know, they're exciting. We have a midweek in the UK here, and she phoned me yesterday to say congratulations on having your album out, and I said congratulations to you. This is Fox, my youngest. I said, you're singing on a hit album. Congratulations to you. And Willow's my other daughter. Yeah. So they're both on there. I'm made up.
And so we have to ask you because there is I think you've hinted yourself. There's some little rumbles, rumours. You know, the guys still do get together. There's still plans. Still something else to do.
Always, yeah. And I've seen them this week, which has been lovely. We have a movie coming out next year called Greatest Days, which we're excited about. We've seen a rough cut.
And this is based on the musical, your musical.
On the musical, yeah.
Brilliant.
Which is our music sort of plays a backdrop to the story, and it was brilliant. I went with Gaz to go and see it, but we went to this cinema, but we weren't allowed to have popcorn, so we were a bit gutted in the cinema that we couldn't eat popcorn. But the movie,
what sort of a cinema is that?
looks great, and we've been talking about getting back in the studio, so we hope to do that next year as well.
Please hurry up.
Well,
on behalf of the nation.
No.
Absolutely. Land of Dreams out now, and tickets for the tour are also available now. Somebody see you.
So nice to see you. Thanks for having us on.
Pleasure.